Zoho has announced Zoho Analytics 6.0 beta, which includes more data connectors, new visualizations, advanced analytical models, the ability to build custom machine learning models, and 60 plus other features. Canvas View is now available for record forms in Zoho CRM, which allows you to customize the record creation page to your liking, which sounds really cool. But the reality of the Canvas View is this. It's like a VR headset. It's just the coolest thing in the world, the 2 times that you actually use it, and then it gathers dust. DataPrep 2.0 beta has been announced, allowing a host of new features to automate your mundane and routine data preparation processes. Now, I'm Drew Brockbank. I'm an official Zoho consulting partner, and I'm the owner of Brockbank Consulting. Zoho's changing fast and it's difficult to learn. So don't forget to like and subscribe for free Zoho training and helpful Zoho updates. It's even harder to get the most out of Zoho. So if you'd like to unlock Zoho's full potential for your business, book a free consultation and get the elite Zoho help that you will need. Let's talk Zoho Analytics 6.0 beta. All right, there is so much to this announcement. The first thing for you to understand is what I had mentioned previously, but just to reiterate, more data connectors, new visualizations, new report styles, new interactions, advanced analytical models, and the ability to build custom machine learning models, and 60 plus features. Absolutely insane. Let's talk about the new data connectors in data management. Okay, so as you know, Zoho Analytics allows you to grab data from multiple sources, whether it be a Zoho application or an application outside of Zoho, and it allows you to bring all that data into Zoho Analytics so you don't have to report individually in each in-app builder, report builder. You can bring all the reports into one application being Zoho Analytics. It allows you to consolidate your application reporting into one place. So with that in mind, Zoho makes it easy on you with 500 plus data connectors with 25 new connectors for other platforms like Airtable, Zoho Connect, Yellowbrick. You can see these are different applications outside of the Zoho ecosystem that Zoho has connected with. That way you can plug and play, you can grab your data from various applications, and you can begin reporting inside of Zoho Analytics. So that's Yellowbricks, ClickHouse, Dreamio, Zoho Connect, Zoho Marketing Automation, Backstage, Amazon Seller Central, Airtable, and much more. So if you are using any of those applications and you're looking to use Zoho Analytics for reporting, you are in luck. Let's talk audit history. Audit logs are crucial for maintaining security and troubleshooting issues. They provide a comprehensive record of user and system actions, including details of the time when the action occurred and the information about the administrator who performed the action. Okay, a quick note on audit history. It's so helpful in that if something goes wrong, you just want to be able to pinpoint exactly what went wrong so you can avoid that in the future. Audit history allows you to do that. Also, if you just want to see over time why a certain data source, for example, if you were porting over Amazon or even Zoho CRM data, you just want to say, hey, how has this been modified over time, just so you can see how the current state of the integration came to be. Sync history. Sync history provides a detailed record of data synchronization activities, making it easy for the administrators to track the status of each data sync. The sync operations are color-coded for immediate recognition. Successful data syncs are indicated in green, and you can guess what is red. Import rollback. Automated imports can sometimes have errors and inconsistencies in data. This can affect the data quality and the results. The import rollback capability reverts the current data import version to its previous version without affecting the existing data flow and analysis, ensuring data integrity. Nice to be able to roll things back, especially if you have accidentally updated with information or you wanted to go back to a previous data set to work with. So that is helpful. Unified metrics. We're going to get to the good stuff. This is this is like house cleaning stuff. This is just getting warmed up. Just to give you a sneak peek of where we're going, I mean, look at these new reports that they built out. We're going to go over every single one of these in depth so that you can know the potential use cases in which you'd want to utilize these new features. So let's get over. Let's roll over these boring ones. We'll get to the exciting stuff. Unified metrics. Workspace will have data imported from various sources, and each data source or table will have different metrics. aggregates computed for analysis. A unified metrics consolidates all the metrics used across the workspace, helps in standardization, promotes usage, and avoids duplication. Okay, data bucketing. Categories or group data points easily with the bucket columns options in Zoho Analytics. Until now, users had to write formulas to achieve this. Now it is available as an inbuilt option. Bucketing reduces the number of distinct values. It facilitates the transformation of numerical data into different categorical bins and makes data analysis easier. Okay, let's get to the cool stuff. Visual analytics. Okay. Zoho Analytics supports 7+ new chart types. Some of these are cool. Some of them you're never going to use, but they're still cool. On top of 50+ existing ones, with the extensive customization options to enhance the presentation and interpretation of the data. Okay, Sankey is really cool. It looks really, really cool. It gives you an idea of flow. Okay, so especially when you're looking at behavioral data, right? So if someone's on your website, what did they do and how do they interact with the website over time? Well, a Sankey chart allows you to say, okay, products viewed. Once they viewed a product, they went to add to cart, and then a certain percentage purchased the product, removed from cart, saved for later, added to cart. It just gives you an idea of user behavior flow amongst other use cases. So this can be helpful if you have certain processes, even within Zoho CRM, that you want to see and how they went from one stage to another. And you wanted to see the flow of various stages. So again, you could use Sankey. One example or use case for Sankey would be if you wanted to see your different lead status history or deal stage history and how people went from one stage to another. And if they went back and forth, you can see that you could interpret that data using a Sankey graph because it would be easier to interpret that data here. So that's one use case you'd have for Sankey as an example. Racing charts, these are cool. I see a lot of short form content or like Instagram Reels or TikToks that use charts such as these. And essentially what goes on, just to give you an idea, we're going to wait for this. This is the racing graph here. So you can notice when it comes back around, the idea behind it is you can see changes to data over a period of time. And then as one overtakes the other, it moves to the top. So that's what you're looking at with these racing charts. So if you wanted to see a visualization of the data changing over time, you would want to use this new racing chart, which is really helpful. All right, let's remove this. Next one here, Sparklines. Okay, this one's already been available. I've actually used this. Essentially what it does is it gives you a condensed view of the information so that it doesn't take up much space and you can see a trend over time, trends in data over time. So you can see this one amount sparkline, this win rate sparkline. It just helps you understand. So instead of having this as a completely separate report right underneath this tabular report, it just gives you an idea of the graph in a condensed version, and it only fills out one cell as opposed to a giant. It's a real estate. It's a real estate thing. You have limited real estate within an executive dashboard or a dashboard, and you don't want to take up too much space. So that's one way that you can save some space there. Okay, so Sparkline is another great report. That's a report feature that's available to you. Geo map layering. Okay, this I will be so interested to see how it's used over time. The main thing I want to get across here with this report, or the main thing that Zoho is trying to get across, is that you can add reports within each region within a country, specifically in the United States. Each state can have its own pie chart, which is interesting. Not sure the exact use cases in which this would be extremely valuable to have, but I am sure that if you're even just wanting to zoom into a specific state in different sections of a state, if you wanted to see different zip codes, you wanted to see certain information within your region that you're servicing with your business, this would be an interesting report to try out. So that's pretty cool. You've got sunburst charts. So a sunburst chart is pretty interesting, but it allows you to see percentages. Basically, you can bucket your data into different sections, and then you can see different percentages for each section. So if you were going to do by region and you wanted to section off the different regions that your business or businesses serve, you could break that out into various regions here, and then you could see percentages for different sales in this example. So that could be potentially helpful. I will say I don't think this is a very user-friendly report to interpret, and I think it's kind of bizarre. I think you could easily do this with in most cases, right? The reason why this is nice is APAC will break up into different parts of Asia and Asia Pacific, right? So you'd be able to see different regions within Asia Pacific, different countries, and the sales spread across those. So that's why it could be potentially helpful, but why not use like a bar graph? It just makes way more sense. Okay, let's talk conversion bar. Been using this one a little bit as well in some of my newer reports, and it essentially allows you to see a trend. For example, this is a great example within deal stages. So it allows you to see how much spillage is going on in a process, right? So 77% of the people that are opportunities that were qualified moved over to needs analysis. Then 69.4% moved from needs analysis over to initial offer. So it just gives you an idea of spillage so that you can see how many people are progressing through a particular process in your organization. That's the main use case there for the conversion bar. Okay, tree map is a visualization composed of differently sized, it's this one right here that was just showing. Just give you a better idea. This one, again, it's like sunburst. It's like, are you really going to use this? You might try it for a second and think to yourself, this is really cool, but it's not great to interpret. But it kind of looks like a Blade Runner style-esque, like cyberpunk report. But yeah, it's not great to interpret. And you can see, just like sunburst, you can see like sales spread over a region. And you can see different sections that will grow depending on how many sales are there. That would be the y-axis there. Then the x-axis are just the various sections. Okay, so the y-axis would determine how large the sections are, and then x-axis would determine, the various sections that are in the report. So that is pretty interesting as well. I think the main ones are going to be Sankey, racing charts, maybe geomap layering for certain organizations, spark lines for sure, and then conversion bar is a great one as well. All right, Zia suggestions. Where Zia was previously useless, I think it's starting to gain some usefulness, especially with the advent of all the new AI updates that are coming across the board with Zoho and in general. So Zia suggestions, you can now effortlessly receive insightful chart recommendations while you are in the creation process. Zia suggests a variety of chart suggestions tailored to your data, allowing you to preview and apply them seamlessly with just a click. So you'll have the Zia suggestions on the top right of your reports, and then you get these auto-generated reports based on the data in your current report so that you can try new visualizations of the data and interpret it in different ways. So it just makes suggestions for you to make your life easier. Global user filter in dashboards. You can now have a common user filter across all tabs in the dashboard. Global user filter gets applied across all reports and all tabs of the dashboard. This is super helpful. You don't want to just apply. So if you don't know, I'll take a step back. In a dashboard inside of Zoho Analytics, how it's previously worked is you would have a dashboard with different reports, and then you could add new tabs to the dashboard. So within one dashboard, you could essentially have 5 different dashboards. Just like you have tabs in a spreadsheet, you would have tabs in the analytics dashboard so that you could flip through the different dashboards. Okay, the problem was the filters that you applied to one tab didn't apply to the other tabs, and now they do. So that's really helpful. With this beta version of Zoho Analytics 6.0, it gets the filters are applied across all the report tabs of the dashboard if you'd like to, if they're a global user filter. Advanced data analytics. Zoho Analytics now supports 2 more advanced data analytics methods. Anomaly detection and cluster analysis. Okay, anomaly detection, really interesting for seeing outliers. This is available on the enterprise plan, which is not available, I believe, I could be wrong on this, but I'm like 90% sure that enterprise plan is not available to Zoho One users, which is a lot of you. So if you're a Zoho One user and you have Zoho Analytics, you have access to all of the premium plan features and functionalities, but I don't believe you have it for enterprise. So if you're wanting this, that will require a upgrade, I believe. We'll see once it rolls out. People start accessing the beta version, but I don't believe this is going to be available. Just so that you're aware. So the anomaly detection helps you flag outliers in your data or metrics easily. You can now create charts which highlights anomalous points visually for your attention and action. Zoho Analytics deploys robust machine learning algorithms and various statistical models for detecting outliers. So nice that you don't have to do this and that Zoho will do this for you. Anomaly detection is important, especially when you're trying to see why certain events occurred and you're trying to analyze the business and at why certain points things were drastically underperforming or overperforming, and you want to double down on what was overperforming, and then you want to really look into why there was underperformance in your organization. Cluster analysis. Cluster analysis groups similar data points together based on certain factors or conditions. Each cluster contains data points that are more similar to each other than those in other clusters, reducing the complexity of the data. Zoho Analytics deploys K-means, K-modes, and K-prototypes algorithms for clustering the data points. Whoa. I would love to see this in action. This is quite interesting. I'm not sure of the use cases that I've come across. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Most people don't even have their basic reporting set up. They don't even have their data in a place or their systems in a place where they can even report on it. So I would love to see how people end up utilizing this. If you end up utilizing these reports, or if I do, I will make content on it so you guys can see the potential use cases for some of these features because they seem super neat. Okay, alerts based on threshold and anomalies. I love this. Set data alerts based on thresholds and anomalies to ensure timely identification of vital changes in key business metrics and potential issues. So hand in hand with anomaly detection, when these anomalies happen, you can send notifications to yourself so that you can act on them immediately and you're not taking an exorbitant amount of time to identify these different anomalies that are happening in your organization, especially within sales. If you had a month where sales was drastically underperforming in the organization, you would want to act on that fast. It'd be really scary if you didn't already know that you were underperforming in the month, but it would be helpful to get those alerts as well, just in case you are buried in other activities. We all have lots of things that we've got to do. We all typically wear many hats. It's helpful to have these sent to us as different updates so that we can resolve potential issues in the organization. Ask Zia bot in Microsoft Teams, super interesting one. Combine the generative AI capabilities of Zoho Analytics Ask Zia with Microsoft Teams. Get answers to your data queries, access key business insights quickly, predict future trends, and build reports from within Microsoft Teams with Ask Zia bot. This is absolutely nuts. Super interesting use case for generative AI and just AI at large, being able to speak in natural language to a bot within Microsoft Teams and get reports. That is super valuable. I absolutely love that use case for AI. Build your machine learning models with AutoML and Code Studio. Okay, so we hear so much nowadays about AI machine learning. This is a really interesting application of this technology, especially within the Zoho platform. So automated machine learning provides a code-free, low-code, no-code experience to train, verify, and build custom machine learning models with high efficiency. This simple and user-friendly design makes it possible for people with varied data level expertise to create machine learning models easily for their custom needs. Code Studio. So that's awesome. The ability to throw in some Python to design your own machine learning models, that is extremely robust. Zoho is really taking Zoho Analytics to another level with these capabilities. It's really exciting. Okay, Code Studio Enterprise Plan, again, not going to be available, I don't believe so, to Zoho One users. Python Code Studio enables you to build/import custom logic and machine learning models for your specific data preparation, transformation, enrichment, and analytical modeling needs. It's going to go hand in hand with some of our DataPrep announcements that were made as well. Okay, so you're able to apply a Python script to Zoho Analytics. You are no longer restricted to just the abilities of SQL or SQL. you can now do data transformation within by using Python scripts in Zoho Analytics when you have the enterprise plan, which is awesome. Data storytelling BI Fabric. Super interesting update here. Create unified BI portals for your organization's business needs. Collate reports from other business intelligence applications like Tableau, which is the industry leader in BI, Power BI. Having a unified portal improves collaboration, promotes centralized accessibility, and makes it easy for C-level executives to make robust business decisions. Wow, the ability to combine those reports and different elements from other business intelligence applications is wild. I can't believe they're doing that. Interesting that they're supporting competitors too, but just shows if you can have all of your information in one place, especially all your reporting. Wow, that makes a huge difference. Makes your life so much easier. It's a first world problem, but that is the issue of our time right now in technology, is trying to consolidate the applications and the reporting to one place, because we've had this software palooza explosion of all these different software organizations that have sprouted out. And now we are trying to wrangle in all the applications that we pay for into one platform, hence Zoho One's popularity. Okay, visual ZIA Insights. ZIA Insights now provides visual narratives. Visuals help process information far more efficiently than lengthy text. These visuals facilitate multi-dimensional interpretations like comparison, contribution, distribution, trends, and proportions. Okay, yeah. So the nice thing about these ZIA Insights, it just can zoom in on certain insights within the data instead of giving you a lengthy text explanation. It's quite interesting. ZIA Insights multilingual support. ZIA Insights is now available in French and Spanish. Users can choose their preferred language when accessing ZIA Insights for a specific report. Export as PPT. Export multiple views as Microsoft PowerPoint presentations. Enhance security by protecting the file with a password. It's just another export option that you have. You can export it as a PowerPoint. More enhancements. Rank within filters. Identify and analyze top and bottom performers across various dimensions. The rank-based ability helps find the top or bottom performers within and across individual groups without having to write complex formulas. Data and string data types and aggregate formula. Zoho Analytics now supports the date in plain text as return data types and aggregation functions. Oh, I'm sure that is so useless to many of you. It's almost like I'm reading a different language. This improvement proves immensely beneficial in scenarios such as cohort analysis, project milestone tracking, and various other use cases. Okay, maybe I can see some of those use cases now. White label CSS customization. If you want to take Zoho Analytics and customize the front end to your liking, you can now do that. Elevate the visual appeal of your white label product and align it with your brand using CSS customization feature. This latest addition to Zoho Analytics enables you to customize text, colors, and more on pages, tabs, selections, hover options, enhancing the overall look and feel. If you don't know what white label is, you can essentially take Zoho, and you can take their branding outside of Zoho Analytics, then you can put your branding in Zoho Analytics and sell it as if you owned it. So that's really interesting that you can do that. Right to left user interface. This would break my brain, but not all languages are from left to right. Some languages are from right to left. So you can turn on RTL and it will change the interface. Whoa, like feel your brain when you watch this. RTL turns on, boom, your brain just breaks thinking of having a menu to the right, doesn't it? Absolutely wild. I'm sure that's how languages that are from right to left feel when they look at left to right interfaces. Security. At Zoho Analytics, ensuring data privacy and security remains our topmost priority. We have implemented additional measures to strengthen security through the following enhancements. Zoho Directory. Zoho Analytics integration with Zoho Directory allows administrators to handle identity and user access management with ease. You can now easily set up single sign-on, set up activity directory sync, manage user access, etc. with Zoho Directory. Workspace level IP restriction. Configure workspace level IP restrictions for enhanced security and to prevent unauthorized access. Previously, IP restrictions were available only at the account level. Oh, the mobile app. The mobile app looks so much better. The Zoho Analytics mobile app has been upgraded as a native app optimized for your specific device. This enhancement provides faster loading times, higher quality visuals, and advanced security. Okay, if you don't already have this on your device, your mobile device, especially your phone, get it for your phone. It looks absolutely amazing. They did a whole redesign of the application and it looks phenomenal. I absolutely love it. Email schedule APIs. A new set of APIs are now available for managing your email schedules. These APIs will enable you to create, update, trigger, and delete email schedules easily. Features in private beta, ChatGPT and Ask Zia. Now, Ask Zia integrates with ChatGPT, assisting you to write complex queries and formulas for effective data analysis. It's kind of the joke, right? You ask ChatGPT to make you a SQL query, and you spend 10 hours debugging it. Diagnostic analysis. Zia Insights now supports diagnostic analysis, helping you to understand the root causes for a certain outcome. Custom connector. Zoho Analytics now enables you to create your own integration with third-party applications. Try Zoho Analytics 6.0 beta. Do try out the new features and share your valuable feedback with us. Wow. Okay, Zoho Analytics is getting completely revamped. I hope you guys enjoy the new updates coming to Zoho Analytics. Introducing Canvas record form in Zoho CRM. Okay, so we're going to go into something more fun. I don't necessarily agree with using Canvas View necessarily ever because it is a pain for the administrator. It becomes a pain for the end user. There is one way I think Canvas can work, and it would be completely templated implementations of Canvas where there's an assortment of templates, but then it's just set it, forget it, and you don't have to routinely customize the UI UX. That's the only way I think that it can work, and I think that's where Canvas is heading. Where it's currently at, I think it's honestly just a pain. It's a huge burden on administrators. It's something you touch once and you never touch again. So introducing Canvas record form in Zoho CRM. Dear Canvas users, we're thrilled to extend Canvas functionality to record forms. Now you can personalize record entries with the magic of Canvas, and look at this. This does look amazing. It's appealing. It looks so good that you might want to implement it. You'll implement it, and then a new field you'll have to add to this thing, and you'll think to yourself, dang it, I really don't want to do that. And then you'll realize why it's better to have the standard view to begin with. The essence of any CRM is how it enables you to manage and interact with your customers' data. Okay, well, we're going to skip through that. I'm going to show you this video. There we go. Okay, I don't know if I could take it. Basically, you're able to do what you were able to do in Canvas View everywhere else. You're just now able to do that with the form page, which means when you go to create a record inside of Zoho, you are in the record creation view. Okay, you're not in the record view, you're in the record creation view. So you still got to input all the forms. So when you add a new record, that's where you're going to be able to now customize everything with Canvas View. It sounds cool. I wouldn't recommend it, but it is a neat feature. It is very cool. I just don't think it's as helpful as it is cool. So that is what you're going to be able to do there. There's some really cool designs that you can implement here. It's something to check out. I wouldn't spend too much time with it. Announcing DataPrep 2.0 beta. Okay, so if you don't know anything about Data Preparation 2.0, it is essentially a tool that will automate the mundane processes of getting data ready for reporting. And you can also use it just to prepare data for your CRM and for interacting with data, but usually people use DataPrep for reporting. So being data-driven is an important goal of all organizations because when businesses can manage, analyze, and make actionable decisions with data, they have a competitive advantage. With that said, how confident are you in making business decisions based on your business data? How clean is your CRM data? Or how much time is spent on manual data cleansing and preparation? To help you with this, we're pleased to announce the release of DataPrep 2.0 public beta. With this new version, it's now even easier to build an end-to-end pipeline and have complete control. Okay, so let's talk about the major ones here, the major updates. So the major one is this canvas that you can now use, and you can work with multiple data sets at the same time. This is really interesting. This was not available before. So you got that visual pipeline builder canvas here to work with multiple data sets at the same time to clean your data and to prepare your data. Unified scheduling of end-to-end pipelines, a massive upgrade has been made to our scheduling feature in DataPrep 1.0. The sources and destinations had separate schedules, which had to be manually managed by staggering the schedule timing, which is hard. But with 2.0, the scheduling can now happen at the pipeline level, meaning this is one pipeline, right? With 3 different data sets. With 3 different data sets here, you can now just do one schedule to fetch all the data at the same time and run it together. Monitor jobs with ease. With automated pipelines, data transfer happens around the clock. Sometimes there can be issues with fetching data and the data transfer can fail. But with jobs, you can easily monitor failed jobs with granular details and identify the points of failure. Comprehensive version history. Maintain a complete audit trail with version history. Sounds like they were doing this in Zoho Analytics as well, and now they're implementing this for DataPrep 2.0. Now you can easily track changes and run experiments to get more out of your data. Backfill your data. Oh, one quick thing here too for comprehensive version history. If you're not happy with your experimental changes to your data, you can switch it back to the previously published version, which is the click of a button. It's super helpful. Backfill your data effortlessly. There can be outages in the data pipeline. This can be due to data source or destination failure, changes in the data or model requiring changes in the preparation steps. This can take a while to be restored. However, there is no easy way to catch up on processing the data during the outage. To solve for this, we're introducing backfill feature. The backfill feature can be used to fetch data and simulate a scheduled process for a selected period of time. For example, if there is an outage of 2 days on a pipeline that was set up to run every hour, with backfill, you can now create a configuration to process all the data by simulating the scheduled process for the missed 2 days. This will create 48 new jobs that will run in sequence and process the missed data for 2 days. Efficient row processing with incremental fetch. In every scheduled run, choosing the incremental fetch option fetches only the new and updated data from the source of processing. This was available for few sources in 1.0, but we're expanding the support to all data sources. Wow. Transforms made simple with OpenAI. Our new transforms powered by OpenAI help generate complex formulas based on logic written in simple English. So natural language turned into a complex formula. This simplifies the data preparation process and makes Zoho Data Prep more accessible, even for organizations that don't have a dedicated data analyst team. Create instant pipelines with templates. We built Data Prep with a vision of helping businesses, big or small, to have better access to all of their business data. We understand that the data game can be tricky. You can now save your time with data pipelines as templates. So instead of creating them from scratch, you can start with a baseline template created by Zoho. New dashboard showcasing your pipeline status. Our new and improved dashboard shows the status of all your pipelines instantly. Your pipeline, again, is just this canvas view of your different data sets and how the data is being transformed to get it ready for whatever your use case is. Okay, new dashboard showcasing your pipeline status, make data movement easier with other business applications. We are expanding the list of data connectors supported by DataPrep. Not sure. Okay, well, that's great that Zoho Analytics is there because, Zoho Analytics has 100 plus data connectors. So you could really just put it all together in Zoho Analytics, send it over to DataPrep, and then get it ready to go for another application. In this case, which is interesting, it's Zoho Creator. Okie dokie. Migrating data into Zoho Creator as well as seamlessly moving data between various modules within your custom Creator app has been made easier with DataPrep. Okay, if you want to send an email to customer success at zohodataprep.com, you can get started with that. But all existing customers can access the beta version right from their DataPrep homepage. It's not available for all Zoho One users, but if you want to try this out on the beta standalone, you got to contact customer success. All right, with that is all of the newsworthy updates from Zoho. There's actually a lot of other updates I didn't include in here, and if you want access to them, go ahead and get Z Training. It will automatically subscribe you to my newsletter where I go over all of the Zoho newsworthy announcements, and I include all of the announcements. So things that didn't make it in the video, they're included in that newsletter. So if you want access to everything, go ahead and get Z Training. You'll get automatically subscribed to my newsletter and you'll get access to premium Zoho training for free. Yes, Z Training is absolutely free. You just need to throw on your email. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.